Hello and welcome. In the last sessions, we have seen how to create a table and upload the data using the platform. So we have created 4 tables for our business scenario. And in this session, we are going to see how to import remote tables. So in actual projects, we don't load data from the flat files into tables most of the time. So what we do is we will have connections to different sources from our data sphere. Like it might connect, like we have like two types of connections: cloud connection connectors and uh, on-premise import data connections. So you can connect to SAP cloud connections, so cloud sources, SAP on-premise sources like BW on HANA or HANA S4, and also you can connect to cloud like S4 HANA or HANA Cloud. Like different sources will be there, and also you have non-SAP sources. So we get data from these sources, different sources. So suppose, for example, if I'm getting data from S4, S4 will have different tables and all, right? So to get the data from sources, what we do is normally we create we import remote tables available in the sources, and we use that data to create views, data flows, all this thing. So today I'm going to show you how to import remote tables from one of the sources. Okay, I am in my trial version of Datasphere. You can see here. So let's go to data builder and import one remote table from S4 Cloud. Okay. So before that, let's go and see into connections. So in trial version, SAP has given some connections already. Straight. Yeah, here you can see VW on-premise, Datasphere, HANA Cloud, SQL, S4 Cloud, S4 HANA. So different connections are already given for us. So we will use one of the connection like S4 Cloud, and we'll import one remote table. Let's go to data builder. So here you can see import CSV file, import objects from JSON. And one more thing I wanted to tell you is we have created physically the table in the last sessions. We can also directly import from CSV file and create a table. Okay. And here you can see import remote tables. So let's click on import remote tables. Then it will ask for you to choose the source connection. So from which source you want to import the table. Under connections, I have many. Let's go for S4 Cloud. This is S4 system and cloud. I am going to import one table from here. Click on next. So here you can see it's showing, select the CDS views, which one you want. Under this, you will have many CDS views. So for our example, we import purchase order data. We'll select one purchase order CDS view, and let's and import that. Okay. Let's wait for the. I'm going to pause this. Okay. Now I got the list of CDS view. What I'm going to do is I'm going to type C underscore purchase and search. Okay. Now I got the list of CDS views related to purchase. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to import, let's say, purchase order. Select that and wait for some time. What it is doing is it will give like whether it's a fact data or master data here. So you have different previous fields, like you can see here purchase order, history, purchase order, item. So based on your requirement, you import the table. Okay, now I'll just select the facts here. Go to next step. So here it's giving me these option, like I can change my business name and technical name. Suppose the table, if you are table you are trying to import is already present in your system, it will not gonna show on the ready for import. It will show already in the repository. It will show if in case it's already imported. So in our case, this is not yet imported, so it's there for import. So let's change the name. I'm going to give, since it is a remote table, I'm going to name it as RT underscore. This is purchase order data. I'm gonna name it as purchase underscore ORD here. Okay, that's all. And this is the location. Import and deploy. Wait for the import and deployment to be completed. Once it is completed, you're going to see this in your under the data builder. I'm going to pause the recording until it's completed. Okay, now you can see once the import is completed, it will say import is successful. Let's close this and you will be able to see this. You can see RT purchase order. This is the table which I imported. Let's go inside this. It is not yet deployed. It's deploying. Deployment is going on. That you can see here. You see deploying. That means it is still going on. Okay. Let's see and observe this. Under remote, you don't have any other options here since the deployment is still going on. Once the deployment is completed, you will see some options here. Okay. Before that, let's see what are there. Okay. This is a business name which we give technical name. And semantic usage, it has taken as relational data set. I think you can change this if you want based on the data type. Like let's say ours is fact. So you can change this if you want. Okay. I'm gonna keep this as it is for now. And connection, which connection is this? S4 connection on the remote table. Uh, this is the table, and you can change the remote table source also, and data access, all these things. And these are the columns. How many columns? We have 57, and here it is. If you go to top, purchase order is the key, and these are all the things you can do associations if you want. But when you import remote table from the source, and do not try to change anything here. If you want to add some columns, if you want to remove some columns, if you want to do some additional things, better not to do uh, at the remote table level. You can utilize this remote table in the calculation views, and you can modify, like you can remove some columns, you can apply filters, whatever you want, and then you can try to persist the data using view into some other table also. So better not to touch the remote tables. Okay. So these are the things, and also deployment is completed, right? So you can see some options here. As I said earlier, now these are available. These are nothing but your, see, this is a remote table, and when you see the data, okay, it's gonna bring data from the source and show you. We are not storing data physically here. You can see here, it's taking time, right? It is saying persisting or replicating objects can solve data viewing delays. Suppose if you persist the data in this table, it's gonna give you like faster the output. Since this has to fetch from the source, it's taking some time. It depends on number of records available in this table in source side. So it takes time. But you can persist the data by using this option here. So under this, you have start replication. That means it's gonna start, replicating data and store in the table inside the data sphere. But now it's bringing data from source and showing you. It's like a view. You can see this is the data which is available in this okay, purchase order table. We have many records. Okay, let's close this. Yeah, if you want to persist the data in data sphere, go here. You have to start replication. Okay, and you can enable real-time replication. You can schedule the replications. Okay, all these things. But for now, we're not going to do that because we don't need. We are going to work on some other tables for our scenarios. But this is how, in actual projects, you import the remote tables based on your requirement from the sources, and you can work on those remote tables by creating a graphical calculation view, okay, or SQL views, and also you can persist the data using the views. So that's about this remote table imports. So what we are going to do is in uh, coming in the next sessions, we'll use this remote table in one of the graphical calculation. Sorry, one of the views. Now we use this remote table and create a view. Okay, in coming section that we'll see. Not change anything. And one more thing, I had already imported uh, purchase order item data as well. Let's go to data builder. You see purchase order item I had already imported previous to this purchase order data. Okay. So that's how you import remote tables and we can consume that data and we can create views, flows, all these things. So that's all for this session. We'll see you in the next session. Thank you.